Rex Colton here. Today's episode is about one of the strangest UAP crash recovery claims I've ever heard. It's never been proven, but if even 10% of it were true, it would change how we think about an alien craft. The story surfaced publicly in 2023, when an attorney claimed that he learned about an unusual UAP crash from an unnamed whistleblower connected to an alleged retrieval program. That whistleblower had allegedly briefed Senate Intelligence Committee staff. But the location of the crash, documents, and physical evidence have never been made public. So keep that in mind. This isn't established history. It's an unverified high strangeness account. The claim allegedly starts with a downed UAP, a recovered object about 30 feet wide. It's important to mention at this point that it wasn't a giant mothership or city-sized object. It was something smaller, like maybe a few people could fit inside to pilot it. There's more detail to the story. The object was described as saucer-like, jammed into rock or embedded in earth, as if it were molecularly fused with the landscape around it. Recovery teams allegedly tried to extract it with heavy equipment. First, they tried to pull it loose, maybe dig it out, get it under control. But then something changed. As they tried to move it, part of the craft reportedly began to separate in a way that didn't behave like ordinary metal. Not like a broken aircraft, not like wreckage, more like a section, a slice, a cross-cut view into a structure that didn't make sense. There was no obvious cockpit, no wings, no engine, just the first hint of an interior so geometrically bizarre that the recovery team may have realized something terrifying. That this may not have been a craft in the way we understand the term. Someone was allegedly sent inside. And that's where this case leaves ordinary UAP retrieval lore and walks straight into science fiction. As I mentioned earlier, the craft was allegedly around 30 feet across on the outside. But inside, the space was described as enormous, stadium-sized, vast, not a cramped cabin, not a hidden room inside a saucer. The person who entered reportedly became disoriented, sick, overwhelmed. And when he came back out, the time didn't line up. Minutes inside, hours outside. That's right, people. We're talking temporal distortion. If any of this is true, then we wouldn't be talking about a craft in the normal sense. We'd be talking about manipulated space, a localized pocket universe, a moving aperture, a door disguised as a machine. How can this be possible? One theory is dimensional engineering. The outside is just an interface, while the real volume exists somewhere else. You step through the opening, and you're no longer inside the object. You're inside the space it connects to. Another theory is folded geometry. The craft bends space around itself the way a lens bends light. From the outside, 30 feet. From the inside, a stadium. Then there's the portal theory. Maybe the craft isn't carrying a crew at all. Maybe it's a mobile doorway to another environment, another location, another layer of reality. That's why this story hits so hard. It doesn't ask us to imagine a faster airplane. It asks us to imagine a place where our basic assumptions break down. Inside and outside, near and far, minutes and hours, object and doorway. Maybe the phenomenon isn't traveling through space. Maybe it's connecting different parts of space. Chew on that for a while. This is Rex Colton. I'll see you next time.